Hi, it's Claire Kirinaria here. So for this video, I was hoping to read to you guys the first two chapters out of my current story that I'm working on called Auntie's Diary. If you don't know who Auntie is, his full name is Antisepticeye. He is Jacksepticeye's alter ego. In my story, I want to give more of a background to him, like who was he before he was Auntie? Why did he become Auntie? Things like that. So as of right now, I have 6 chapters of it written. I'm hoping to have more soon. If you guys have any ideas, any at all, please put them in the comments down below. I promise I will look at them and consider them for future chapters. Also, if you guys want more of this story, just put that in the comments as well. If enough of you guys say you like my story or the first 2 chapters of it, I will make another video with the next 2 and the next 2 after that, if you guys continue to like it. So, without further ado, here is Auntie's diary. Prologue. When it comes to my story, you never really think about what happened before I became Auntie. Did you know that I actually had a different name? It was Calaziel. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's an angel's name. Well, thing is, I was an angel before I became Auntie. I became Auntie the demon because I became bored with how heaven operated. So I decided to rebel. Instead of saving the humans I once loved, I tortured them. I went inside their minds and corrupted them, lied to them, persuaded them to do things that they would have never done had I not been there. But before I met Dark, I met another demon by the name of Samael. He was the one who convinced Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. He's a pretty awesome demon. He's also very wise. I mean, it makes sense. He's been around since like the dawn of time. He gave me lots of tips on how to be a demon. Of course, I sucked at it the first couple of years, but with any given hobby, I slowly got better at it. Believe it or not, I was a human a long time ago. I was one of the first humans, first non-archangel angels. I was a good person. I really was. I cared for the sick, the elderly, animals of all kinds. It was good, but it slowly got all sorts of boring. Being good all the time? No, thank you. There's no time for fun, only work, and more work. You wonder why humans are so susceptible to evil. It's so fun, so easy. I was good for multiple millenniums, yeah, but what can I say? Humanity was based on angels. Or was it the other way around? Were angels based on humans? No one can know for sure, not even me. I mean, of course I know. It's just that I don't think it'd be wise to tell. Anyway, that doesn't matter. What matters is me. That is why you're reading my story, isn't it? You do want to get to know more about me, don't you? Or are you reading it because you were forced to? Well, that doesn't matter to me. It's important that you get to know the real me. So, on to the actual story, Entry 1. I stared at the gates to heaven. So bright, I thought to myself. I'm going to miss this place. All for Samael, though. I don't know where I'm going or whose body I'm going to take over when that time eventually comes. Either you can possess somebody, or you can just be like the devil on their shoulder. I want to possess people. That would be really fun. It's kind of chosen randomly based on your personality. Like those personality-based tests on who your soulmate is or what animal you are. Before today, my life was pretty grand. Just going around helping people 24/7, literally. 24 hours of every day, every week, every day of the week, every week of the month. You get my gist. I never stopped. I do like helping people and all. It's just that I wish there was something more to my existence. It's boring being good all the time. I think that's what attracted me to Samuel in the first place. He actually knew how to have some fun, how to party. Eventually, he told me that I need to sneak out of heaven without letting God in on what was happening. I feel like I should explain myself. I've been seeing Samuel for a long time, but we would always just meet on the job. I would be helping someone, and then he would see me on one of his breaks from tormenting his current person. God never knew. This was the first time that I would be sneaking out of heaven just to see him for fun. Seeing as I was one of the first angels, I was part of the first group of people to die. I was also the first to get an angel name, Kalaziel. When you die, your name gets changed to a more angelic or demonic sounding one, depending on if you chose heaven or hell. God always had his eye on me. Tonight was the first time I actually managed to sneak out. Or at least I had hoped I did. God hoped I had before God threw all his might at me. I was at a pub in New Zealand when I heard his thundering roar. What the hell are you doing with a demon? We don't associate ourselves with them, for they are evil. I rolled my eyes and thought to myself, forgetting that he can also hear my thoughts. No, they're evil. They came from hell, the most evil place in the universe. Just then he threw a lightning bolt at me, kind of like Zeus. I jumped back and exclaimed, "Holy shit, dude! What did I do?" I heard him snort. "You know exactly what you did. Come to heaven now." I turned and looked at Samuel and shrugged. "You heard the boss. I'll come see you as soon as I can, okay?" Samuel looked back at me and replied with a curt, "Sure, if you don't end up on a leash, Kalaziel." I chuckled at that as I unfolded my wings and flew up back to heaven. Well, I didn't really fly up, more like I created a portal to the gates. Heaven is on a completely different plane than the planet, so you don't really see it. Scientists got the thunder right, for when God goes blowing, you can't just hear it cross dimensions. It's not that loud. So I went to go see him. It felt like going to the principal's office a little bit. I knew I was going to get punished, but I didn't know how. I knocked on his door. I heard a gruff, "Come in," before I opened the door. I walked in and said hesitantly, "You wanted to see me, sir?" Yes, sit down." I sat down on one of the faux tiger fur covered chairs. I never really did get his obsession with faux fur. "I saw you drinking with a demon. Why?" "Because helping people all the time is just boring. I wanted to have some fun." He slammed his fist on the table. "Helping people isn't about having fun. It's about making their day better, no matter how you feel." I balled my fists and took a deep breath. "Well, shouldn't we get any breaks to just have fun?" "No. When it's nighttime on one side of the world, it's daytime on the other. We need every angel we can get to try and keep these people happy. When just one angel goes out to have fun, thousands of people fall to the demon's cunning. Either you care about people or you care more about yourself. Which is it?" I looked at God. Anger, fear, and surprisingly excitement coursing through my veins. My fists unclenched, but not because I was giving in to his requests. I finally realized my calling. I looked at him, squaring the eye. I care more about myself. His eyebrows creased angrily, but his eyes told a different story. He was sad that I was leaving. I was one of his first children to come into heaven. I was the reason why he and the devil made this pact, the only thing they ever agreed upon. "Then leave. Now. You will never be welcomed through those gates ever again." So, those were the first 2 chapters of my story, Auntie's Diary. If you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up and leave your response in the comments down below. And please leave any ideas you have for the story down below as well. I will consider them for the story, and if I do add it, I will of course give credit to the person who came up with the idea. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed my story. Bye.